It is Dr. Leva with the Exercise Center, obviously, because you're right here in the app. I'm excited because this is the first video that I am posting, and even more so, it is a new moon in Gemini, and it's pretty significant that I am creating the first video on this day. One, I'm a Gemini. My birthday is June 5th. So if you're watching this around that time, come give me a birthday hug, or you can give me a virtual one right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze. Mwah. Anyways, it's a new moon. And it's not any of this hoo-hoo, woo-woo, funny stuff. It is a very, very spiritual and also physical time, because our bodies are made up mostly of water. And if you think about it, when the full moon or the new moon is in phase, the ocean's tides change. And this has been known for centuries. And even back in the day when they would invade places, they would go based on the tide, based on the moon. There's just so much around that. But our body's made up mostly of water. And if you ever talk to hospitals, doctors, police stations, whatever it might be, during the full moon, there's more deaths, there's more arrests, there's more hospital admissions, there's more births, there's more chaos. And during a new moon, it's actually more settled. And for me, I like to use these moments to have like moments of reflection. And if we don't have these pit stops to better ourselves, and even if not to better ourselves, to congratulate ourselves for all of the hard work we've been doing, or even just keeping it calm and cool and collective. So sometimes there's nothing to change at all, but give ourselves a pat on the back. And a lot of times in this world where people look at jobs, paychecks, cars, houses, in the spiritual world, none of that matters. So none of that matters to me in regards to any of you guys. And anybody that really focuses on all those things, it's not that healthy. You have to look within. And for me, on a new moon, and I can send all of you guys literature, so if you're into what I'm talking about, just let me know. But a new moon is a time to, you look at the moon in the sky and it's completely black. There's nothing out there. And every day until the full moon, it gets bigger. So during this time, you can go out every night at the same time, which is awesome to have this regular practice of going outside. I can talk about going outside during sunset in another video, which is my favorite time. But going outside and looking at the moon and just watching it get bigger every day, because it's never gonna stop. And then when it's a full moon, you go outside, you see it's full, and then every day you go outside after, it gets smaller and smaller. So at the full moon, we'll just jump over to that because it's easier. You can think of things that you wanna let go. So say you made mistakes in the past couple weeks. Say that maybe you made goals and you didn't work to achieve them, or you failed at a couple things. Say there's been stress around relationships or employment or your current workspace, whatever it might be. Whatever is stuck in your life, in your body, in your mind, the full moon is a time to just let that shit go. And I'm serious. It's a time to let it go because it's not real. And I only say that, and a lot of you know that, is because I've almost died before. And if you were to die in an hour from now, would that thing matter? No. What would matter? Your breath, your happiness, your loved ones, right? And if we start living that way now and not getting attached to all of these little material things that don't matter, and we can really get to this deeper level, life is a really different experience at a very pure, raw level. And that doesn't mean it's always good, but it means that you can see things for what they are without holding on to the weight. Because to hold on to something is so much harder actually than to let it go. So if you start looking at the new moon, even if you don't know what you're doing, I can teach you. But you just look up, and every day you're going to see it get smaller, and hopefully something in your heart space or your life is releasing, okay? And again, if it doesn't happen the first couple of times and you make a regular practice out of it, it will happen. So what happens at the new moon? All right, you've just released a lot of shit, hopefully. And we all have stuff to release, especially I know you guys and girls and everyone in between. So once you've released, hopefully, you have space in your mind and your body. And sometimes in life, we have to add on, we have to manifest, we have to be creative. Just because we don't attach to this material world and, for example, judgment or comparison to others, we still live in it. So if you want to manifest a future for, a good life for your family, then you do focus on success, your job, whatever that might be, but it's not for the physical, it's for the spiritual output and what you're giving back to the world, and then you receive tenfold. But again, it's not about that. So at the new moon, you think about those manifestations that you want to bring into your life. And this is very important because if you don't plant the seed, you can't water the seed and nothing's gonna grow. So many of my classmates ask, Dr. Leva, or they don't call me Dr. Leva, they say, hey, Lauren, how do you have your business? It's because I planted the seed and I watered it every day. Not because I said I want to be rich, it's because I wanted to heal others and I wanted to provide a good life for my family and do what I love. So I just want to give the same thing to you guys. There you have it. Today is a new moon in Gemini, and we're going to do a new moon meditation in the second video, but I'm actually going to close this video off because I want to just end this segment on the importance of a new moon and the full moon. So these cycles happen just like the sun rises and sun sets. It's never going to stop. And you're going to always continue to make mistakes, and you are going to always continue to make awesome decisions, choices, creations, inventions, whatever it might be, just creating a positive environment around you. I want you to use these times to just let go and bring in. Let go of the weight, bring in something new. And it's never going to stop no matter what. So no matter how hard life can be, or no matter how alone you might feel, or tragedy that happens around you, or pandemics, no matter how dark the world might seem, there is a new moon coming. There is a sunrise coming. There is another day coming. I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video.